The superstars of Fan Control Football Season 2.0 are not only the who's who of celebrity team owners and influencers, not the 21 million live views of our Emmy-nominated broadcast. Across Twitch, DAZN, Fubo, NBCLX, Peacock. Or our highlights that scored over 100 million views. And we can't forget best-in-class sponsors. But the biggest star of Season 2 is our play calling app that allow fans to control the action on the field. Fans pick a team, pick a play, 4 run plays, 4 pass plays to choose from. The play with the most votes is called in real time.
We got it.
This is where video games and live action come to life. And now, Fan Control Sports and Entertainment brings you Fan Controlled Hoops, where fans call the shots. Coming 2023, the future of sports is here, and it's Fan Control. Power to the fans.
Are you ready for it?
Wait. Oh no. Wait,
just
there we go. Let's go. What's up, Leighton?
What's up?
It's a Monday. Oh, there we go. Nice switch. Yeah. Nice switch. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to work. I'm Josh Macuga, joined by the one and only Milwaukee's own Leighton Batiste. Is there like a Milwaukee? No.
Milwaukee.
Yeah. Did your lovely significant other join you in Milwaukee, or was it just the Lay show?
Oh no, it was my whole family. So it was me and my mom, brother and sister.
Hell yeah!
Like my parents lived in Milwaukee in the 70s.
No way.
In the 80s. Yeah. That was where my dad's first job was. So went there, saw the old home, and I tell you, Middle America is Middle America. Man, like Milwaukee and Indianapolis, they're like the same thing, man. Like,
okay, did you have cheese curds? Did you get some cheese curds?
No, I didn't get a chance to get any cheese curds. None. I wasn't driving. I had no control.
Did you have any like brats or sausages?
Yeah, no. What I did have, I had a place called Cops.
Oh,
big custard place. And the cheeseburger was like one of those big. Yep, there it is. This place right here.
Cops.
Yeah, I had this place. Shit. So good. And like, don't ask for a double scoop because it's almost a foot long ice cream.
Do they measure the ice cream in yards?
They have to, right? There's like this one Johnny United, whatever. But like, it was a fun time. Yeah, that was a bad joke. I tried to put in there, but yeah, like
you tried.
Yeah. Favorite part, the breweries.
Okay. Here, you know what, dude? Let's switch up the order. Fuck it. Milwaukee for the win.
Yeah,
went to Milwaukee. Yeah.
Underrated town. It really is. Underrated town. The Braves were in town, so they were playing the Brewers. So we went to the game.
Okay.
Beautiful stadium.
I was gonna say rank the stadium. Give us like a high and low of the stadium.
All right. The high of the stadium. The way it looks, right? Like when you're in there, it feels like you're in the 70s in an industrial city. Like it just has that feel, and it opens up to like the perfect sunset. So it's like the golden hour of the day. Baseball is just beautiful. I don't know. It's amazing seeing it from the bridge.
Okay.
Other than that, like it's just an industrial city baseball feel. It's the Brewers. That's the only thing. Like it's the Brewers. So the Braves won.
Okay.
They have the sausage race there. So like in Atlanta, we do the Home Depot tools race, but they have the sausage race. The Polish sausage won, like blew them out the water.
What are the other sausages? So you got Polish sausage. They have like a hot dog,
Italian sausage. Okay. Then there's the chorizo.
Really?
I forgot the, but yeah, no, they're like dressed up like they're from the areas. I guess Polish people wear striped shirts and blue shorts.
Are they lederhosen? Are they more lederhosen-y?
No, not even that. They're just like
Midwestern dads at a barbecue.
Yeah, and well, that's the other thing about the neighborhoods in Milwaukee. I drove by a house. I was like, you know what? It feels very khaki shorts and New Balances. Like,
That's Pittsburgh too. Yeah. Very, very.
I feel like And after being there, it's like, okay, Indianapolis, Milwaukee, they are the same, and Chicago just feels like both those cities with sprinkles on top.
Yes, yes. Ooh, Freddie Airmail, Lay der Hosen.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get me.
Pretty good.
Yeah, shout out to Milwaukee.
I've been through Milwaukee a couple times, drank a ton of Lionel Kugels and friggin' Miller everything Miller product, tons of beer. I do love the hometown ice cream place. No matter where I go, I always ask for a hometown pizza place and a hometown ice cream place. And I kind of rank cities based solely on that. Like there's a lot of underrated cities in the Midwest that have incredible pizza and incredible ice cream places.
Yeah.
That are just
there's a breakfast spot in the city called Brunch. It's just the name of it. They have what is it? Cinnamon. I know what this is. Cinnamon bun pancakes. That's what it is.
Oh. Yeah, now you're really doing it. Yeah.
So.
Okay. Milwaukee for the win. Way to go.
I'd go again.
Hell yeah. Would recommend.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of recommending things, apparently social media recommended that all I do this weekend, at least on Saturday, was watch Lionel Messi's goal which was it was a sick goal. I'm not taking anything away from I don't know what kind of stock to put in sometimes in the MLS when it's just a retirement party for world-class players, right? I don't know where Lionel Messi is on the scale of great, good, awesome, competing, ending. I have no idea how to judge soccer players on that when they come to the MLS, because what's the talent level? Like, what are we comparing it to?
I think what's crazy is, like, as cool as it was, it's also hurting. Like, it's hurtful as an MLS fan, because it's like, wow, like, he really came in his first game and just kicked what we thought was amazing, but to him, like, for him, it looked like it was just like another kick for him, right?
Totally. Yeah.
And David Beckham did it. Ibrahimovic did it when he came over. It's like every time these guys come over here, they're like, first game is like, let me show you really how mediocre the rest of you all are. And I'm winning this game.
Yeah. I think mediocre might be a strong word. I think it's more like, man, that's tough. Because I think to really put this into perspective, right?
Yeah.
I would want the MLS teams to play against Premier League teams and to play against like La Liga teams and to play against Serie A teams in Italy, right? Or Bundesliga teams in Germany. I want to see where like the competitive level would be there. Are we losing every game 4-0? You know what I mean? Or are we losing games 3-1? Or are we winning games here and there? Like, how bad is it?
I'll give you a perspective. Atlanta United played Juventus, and Juventus didn't start their starters, and we still lost. That's where we are in soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, that helps.
That's a bummer. Because and I think that's why the MLS hasn't garnered the American attention like it should, because we are getting old talent to come over here, sign some autographs, wear some jerseys, sell some jerseys, go out,
win, become an owner.
No pressure. Like Lionel Messi can go to a Publix in Miami and nobody's going to freak out.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I feel like that Publix might crash. It might blow up. It's messy. Right? It might blow up. It just might blow up. Like Messi.
Yeah. But did you see it was on social media? Like he was checking out at a local grocery store in Miami.
Wow. I didn't know that was like actually.
Yes. See, and that's the thing is, I think it's sort of like, dude, if you played hockey in Phoenix, Arizona, and you played for the Coyotes, you can go to the local grocery store. You can go wherever you want, and nobody is going to bother you. If you went in Pittsburgh, it's going to be tough for you to go to a Cheesecake Factory in Pittsburgh. Like people are going to come to your table. They're going to make it known, right? Pittsburgh's a small enough town where the athletes are the biggest celebrities in town.
Is there a city where Steelers players escape Pittsburgh? Like, is there a city where it's like, this is where you go so you don't get bothered? Or is it like,
well, a lot of NFL guys that are in small market cities like a Pittsburgh or a Green Bay or whatever, most of them make their way to like LA in the summer.
Okay.
Right. A lot of them they'll train with a lot of the different guys at like bigger training facilities in Los Angeles or like major cities where they can go and expand their brands. Right. They can meet with their agents, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Ovio Go said, but he did waste my time, so I watched the Braves till the 8th, saw the goal, went back and watched the Braves beat the Brewers. Okay, yeah.
That's how it is.
I mean, let's be honest. The Women's World Cup is going on. Everybody in the world is at the Messi game.
Yeah.
Serena Williams, 9.5 months pregnant. She's so pregnant in that picture.
Oh no, super pregnant. Kim Kardashian was there.
Kim Kardashian, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi signs his game jersey to Kim Kardashian's kid. He doesn't give it to Miami. He doesn't give it to Beckham. He gives it to Saint West.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. OVO goes, so QBs and wide receivers and Steelers is typically in Miami. Yeah, a lot of the guys do go to Miami too. A lot of Miami.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was the sports world. I'm watching the Open Championship. I didn't even know Lionel Messi was playing. But I will say this, Leighton.
I didn't know either. It just popped up on my time. I was like, oh,
here we go.
In all pink.
And that's what I will say. I love the pink and black.
I didn't think I would like it, but no, it's actually really hard. And the stadium is black with like pink seats. It's like,
yes.
I really did this.
More pink and black uniforms.
Yeah.
In sports.
Penn State.
Yes. Penn State throwbacks, because Penn State uniforms are already a throwback. We are plain. We just look like Q-tips out there, right? It's just black shoes, white pants, white shirt, white helmet. Okay. Stormtroopers. Yeah. We're numbers in a cog and a wheel. Okay. But if you go back to the vintage, the original Penn State colors, pink and black, I would buy out of that jersey. I would have all of the throwbacks.
Yeah. But would you make the jersey pink with black numbers or black with pink numbers?
I think you could have both, but I think away is pink with black and home is black with pink.
Yeah, that'll go hard.
Yeah. And OVO goes, Barbie promo budget covered the cost. Yeah. By all means.
Of course.
The amount of Barbie pink around, I'm not hating it. I don't hate it.
No, it was all over my timeline.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I don't think you go as bright as the Barbie pink, because Freddie Airmail is asking that. I think that pink that Miami is rocking, that's the soft
perfect
salmon.
Color. Yeah. That's salmon. That's really what it is.
Right. Because Cleveland just released those all white with the white helmet.
Yeah.
I don't know. The white
you don't like it? Oh, I thought those are hard.
Did you thought that? Oh, wow.
I thought those were hard. Yeah.
Yes.
What I've learned is it's the photo shoot. The photo shoot makes the uniform look good, because the Vikings throwback is actually cool, but the photo shoot,
right.
Yeah.
But the thing that came hardest this past week are those Seahawks throwbacks.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Back when the team was absolute trash, the uniforms were fire.
I thought I would be excited for the Oilers throwback that just launched today, but I don't know, because I've seen them so much. I was hoping they do like the silver helmet throwback.
I like the silver helmet. Yeah. The thing that sucks is that it's not a Houston team anymore. They're wearing Houston Oilers stuff in Tennessee. I think that's like a slap in the face to Houston.
No, it is.
Right?
I almost want them to give Houston Texans that right back. Yes. Actually, I would rather the Texans just become the Oilers again.
Sure.
Yeah. Just be the Oilers. Like, I'm a big fan of teams whose mascots are associated with something of that city, right? Like, I love the Milwaukee Brewers name for obvious reasons.
Brewers.
So Houston, Oil, let them be the Oilers again. Like, come on.
Agreed. I mean, it's either that or like the Houston Humidity or
the Houston Turkey Legs.
Yeah. I got into I upset a couple of Saints fans one time in New Orleans. I was at a blackjack table at the Harrah's. It was like 1:30 in the morning and had 9,000 too many drinks. And I was like, man, y'all should rename your basketball team. When they wanted to change the name from the Hornets to something, I was like, it should just be called the Levies. And they were like, nope. And I was like, no, joke falls flat. That's
terrible joke. It's not as bad as what I've heard some Falcons fans say. I'm not going to repeat it, but it's pretty bad.
My wife Amanda and I had this awesome conversation Leighton yesterday, because we had buffalo wings and the waiter immediately brought us blue cheese. Didn't even ask if we wanted ranch. It was just blue cheese. And I was like, dude, are you from Atlanta? He was like, yeah, I'm from Atlanta. And I was like, see? God, genius.
Yeah.
Yes. Just bring me blue cheese. Ranch is peasant water. Blue cheese is the nectar of the gods.
Ranch with pizza. You got to try it. Josh. I'm trying to tell you.
I know. I've tried it a million times and I throw up. It makes me sick. I can't see ranch and pizza. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Something about ranch. I don't know. I think I had a bad experience when I was like 13 and it ruined me forever. Anyway, we're talking about team names. We're flopping all over the rundown here, Leighton. But since we were talking team names, apparently the Washington Commanders are going to rename again because the ownership group stinks. And they finally got ownership that seems to want to care about the team. I have two friends that are Washington Commanders fans, and they're like, this is the most positivity we felt going into a season, maybe since the early 90s. And
it's depressing.
They're going to rechange as they should. The Commanders felt like a rebound girlfriend. Like, you know what? I needed to talk to somebody. I really needed somebody. She's kind of crazy in bed and she doesn't call me too often. Let's just, and then you're like, okay, this has run its course. It was really nice. It's a amicable breakup, right?
Yeah.
Everybody goes their separate ways. You see each other on Facebook every now and then. They're like, hey, hope you're doing well, blah, 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 blah. But this isn't bring the girl home to mom kind of a situation, right? Mm-hmm. So the Commanders placeholder.
Yeah.
Now, do we finally get a team name that has a little bit of grit, or do we go back to the Washington football team or the Washington football club?
First off, Washington football team was a great name.
Yes.
And I didn't think they even needed to change it. I like the whole numbers on the side of the helmet thing. I was actually prepared for them to just be known as Washington.
Yeah.
Like that's it. That's who they are. The Cowboys versus Washington. It's the Eagles versus Washington. I was ready for it. I think you go ahead and get yourself a nice grit name though.
Yeah.
You need
okay.
Yeah, you need it. You need it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, them not being able to decide on a name and then coming up with like Commanders, which is just so vanilla ice cream, feels very Washington, D.C. Politicians can never agree on something and then they're just like, hey, everybody's screwed.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Right.
So I have some names, of course.
Go, hit it. Let's go.
All right. First one, the Washington Armada.
Oh, okay. Little naval, little throw to Annapolis, Maryland, not too far away. Okay.
All right.
It is.
Washington Brigade.
Yes. I like these names that don't have S's, Leighton.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, you're not going to like these. How about, well, obviously the DC Defenders is already team, so they can't be the Defenders. Okay. The Washington Presidents.
I don't mind Presidents.
Really?
I don't hate it, but I don't mind it.
Like on Thanksgiving, here comes the Cowboys versus the President. Oh.
Yeah, no. Okay, we're out. Presidents is out.
Giants versus Presidents.
Okay. Nah, yeah. Freddie Emerald hates it too. Yeah.
Yeah. The Red Hogs.
The Red Hogs. Could they be feral pigs?
Yes.
Okay. Because listen, it throws back to Redskins. Obviously, not the best name we had. Everybody had a problem with that, as they should. Red Hogs does throw a little bit harken back to that Redskins name, but Red Hogs, I don't mind Red Hogs.
No, yeah, the offensive line, the Hogs of the 70s. I mean, even you saw the new Commanders mascot, right? The hog with the general. That's one thing I like. That was the only thing I liked from this Commanders era was that mascot. Okay. All right, this one I really wanted the first time they changed the name, the Red Wolves.
Okay. Is there like a native wolf to that area?
No, I don't know. Should we look?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, should we look? All right, here's some other unique ones. The Washington Watergates.
Okay, I don't mind Watergates. I think it's stupid, but I don't hate it. Okay. That really appeals to like the dumb shit that I like, Leighton. I'm kind of on board with it.
I came up with that one before the show. I just wanted to see how you respond. All right, the last one will be the Washington Monuments.
See, now, Washington Monuments is actually kind of dope.
Really?
If you put it with like Cowboys versus Monuments, it's not amazing. But it could be a cool mascot. It's just like a large, skinny thing.
Yeah.
With arms. Okay. Here are mine.
Okay.
The Washington Independence. Like not independent with a TS, like actual independence.
Yeah.
Okay? Like the Declaration of Independence. Make a declaration. Washington Independence. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
The Washington Mall. You know how they call that huge area, they call it the Washington Mall? The Washington Mall.
Mall.
Let's go maulers, maul it up. Like let's maul people. But it's MALL.
Yeah, like it's
yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Washington Rotundas. I couldn't even get that one.
Okay. All right. Ooh, the Washington elections.
Oh,
Ooh.
they're rigged, baby. They rigged this one.
Ooh, the Washington Rigs.
The Washington Rigs, and one of their most famous running backs all time, John Riggins. They called him Riggs.
There it is.
There it is. Ruthless Cutie with Washington Bloodbath.
Ouch.
Washington. That's tough. The one thing you will notice if you're ever in Washington, D.C., you take the metro everywhere. So the Washington Metros isn't I don't mind the Metros.
I mean, would they just be the Mets, the Washington Mets?
Yeah, then I guess we'd have, because Metropolitan, Metro, but it's more of like a subway kind of a situation. How about the Washington Correspondence?
That was a serious one, wasn't it? Okay. What about Washington Vice, like vice president?
Oh, Vice is a sick name.
Yeah, the Rams versus the Vice.
Yes. Oh, Ruthless Cutie. Some believe George Washington died from bloodletting. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
What's the name of his house out there? Shoot. George Washington's house. Ruthless Cutie. What's the name of George Washington's house? Monticello? No, that's Thomas Jefferson. Oh man, somebody come on, Freddie Airmail. You know the names of this stuff. You're real smart. Mount Vernon. Thank you. There we go.
Ooh,
the Washington Vernons.
The Vernons?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not bad.
Right. What about the Washington Potomacs? Like the river?
Oh yeah, because that's the river. I was going to say the Washington Hudsons. I was like, I don't think
that's New York.
New York, yeah.
And that the New York Hudsons is actually kind of a dope name too.
That is a good name. What about the Washington Pentagons?
Farts, that's good.
Pentas.
I don't mind Pentagons.
We call them the Pentas.
Let's go Pence.
Yeah, or the Washington Secret Service.
The Washington Secrets.
Ooh, the secrets. Yeah.
Shh. Secrets at work.
The conspirators.
Oh. I was going to say like the Washington Intelligence, like CIA, like Central Intelligence.
The Washington Ballots.
Oh, okay.
The Georges.
The Washington Georges? Come on. That's actually pretty damn.
It doesn't get worse than that. Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Freddie Airmail, nicely done. Let's go, Georges.
Ooh, I like that. Washington Militia. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. See, we are coming up with some really good stuff here. Yeah. We should just work in the front office of the
of course,
soon to be team formerly known as the Commanders.
Yeah.
Let's cut this out. Let's just do like rapid fire of the ones we there you go. All right, Leighton, the Women's World Cup started this weekend.
Back to work.
And we only beat Vietnam 3-0.
3-0. Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are saying we didn't beat them worse because we're still like a little we're still sorry about starting that war over there and like really
excuses.
No, is 3-0 really a win against the team? Jose Ruckus told us last week we should beat Vietnam like 10-0. Yeah. So 3-0, is that really a win?
I mean, well, technically, yes. For us, no. It kind of feels like. Well, here's the question: are we starting to treat our women's soccer team how we were treating men's basketball, which is why we even had to do the redeem team? I remember it was like, hey, there's an expectation that when you get to this, you dominate. So 3-0, this is underwhelming for our standards. Okay, yeah.
Like I would have figured this was our warm-up game. Maybe we throw in some of our scrubs at the end, which I don't know if you can really do that in soccer. That they put in some of the older women on there to get them some caps and stuff. But we really, I feel like Germany won today 6-0 against Morocco. I don't know how good Morocco is, but I feel like if we're going up against Vietnam, I mean, their goalie was super short and she was stopping a lot of different stuff. Granted, the entire game I watched, it didn't seem like Vietnam even got a shot on goal. Like I think they weren't even in our end. So we completely dominated there. And maybe we weren't going full tilt 100%. And this is sort of a warm-up game, I guess.
Yeah, but the concern is Jose said Germany's one of the teams that's out to get us. So if they're out the gate dominating, I feel like we have to out the gate dominate. We can't pull our feet off the gas. So, standards, comparing the standards. That's all.
I guess because, and to go back to your point of the redeem team, the dream team, like the expectations we have of a team that it should dominate and we want to dominate. And we tune in every 4 years to really just watch our women flex on people.
Yeah, that's really it.
So them winning 3-0 was just was kind of a bummer to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanted to see, just domination. Yeah. That's what I want.
Yeah. Maybe like a 12-0 would have been good.
Yeah, like I don't want to embarrass another country, but I also don't. I want to like set a tone. I want to set a tone. Listen, these are the best of the best from your country. If you qualified for the World Cup and you get beat that bad, I'm sorry. We're just better than you. That's how sports work. It's not a participation trophy BS. This is let's go out and kick some teeth in, literally with our feet.
I'm right there with you. Dominate.
Survive and advance. This is not Leighton. This is dominate and roll over.
Yeah, that's literally all. Now we need like a Ted Lasso series where he actually wants to win, and he's coaching USA women's team.
OVO Ghost. If the opponent isn't crying post game, it's not a win. Agreed.
Good.
Agreed.
It's the standard. Yeah, it is.
You want to beat them so bad they can't sleep that night. You want to keep them up at night. You want them to see soccer balls flying at their face in their dreams. That's how sports works.
You want to be 40 years old still thinking about that game.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And I have a terrible relationship with their kids because they can never get out. And their entire dreams went down the drain.
Mom, why are you so upset? Shut up. Let me tell you a story. Is this about the World Cup?
Again. I'm 27 years old, Mom.
Give it up, Mom. It was 27 years ago. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Next game, I think, is Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe. Let me look at the World Cup U.S. women's schedule because we don't go out yet. Oh, Wednesday, 6 p.m. We play the Netherlands, the Dutch. And if you remember, Leighton, we lost to the men lost to the Netherlands in the round of 16.
Yeah.
It's daggum Dutch.
Yep, every time.
What flavor ice cream did you get at Cops?
Oh, vanilla. I just wanted the regular. This good. That's my favorite dessert. Ice cream is officially my favorite dessert.
Vanilla. If I'm somewhere, I think we've talked about this. That sets your standard. If your vanilla ice cream is good, I will come back to your establishment.
Okay, that's a good one.
And if you don't have vanilla ice cream and you offer desserts at a restaurant, then I don't know why you have a restaurant.
Like, that's actually a really good point.
If you've got a freezer, just have some vanilla ice cream lying around. It's not.
I don't care if you went to Publix to get it. Just make it look fancy in a cup.
It could be dryers for all I care. I don't care.
Oh no, I have standards.
You don't like dryers? Really?
Not a big fan.
What's your favorite vanilla ice cream? Store bought?
It would have to be
just straight vanilla.
I was a big Mayfield person growing up. Mayfield.
Is that some Southern brand that I don't know?
You don't know what Mayfield ice cream is?
Oh.
Wow. That and Bluebell.
Bluebell I've had. Yeah, Bluebell's a banger.
Yeah.
Overrated, I think, might be Tillamook. I think everybody sees that big and they see how expensive it is. They're like, it's got to be good. I think Tillamook is kind of pulling the wool over our eyes.
Mayfield. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to have to get you some Mayfield ice cream.
Yeah. Next time I'm in Atlanta, we're going full Mayfield.
Yeah, full Mayfield.
All right. So NFL training camps start this week. A lot of holdouts, especially in the running back categories. I would say I was watching ESPN, and it seems like maybe some of the ESPN talking heads are taking some of our ideas, Leighton. Austin Eckler's watching the show, and he's listening to us talk about what running backs should do to get paid better. Now, first, running backs should have their own union. Just unionize, just collectively bargain your own stuff. 2, I think that running backs should have different rookie deals. I think they should be able to negotiate their contract after the first year, right? Come into the league, go for it, and then go from there. And 3, I think that running backs shouldn't be able to be tagged. I think if they want to go out and find a better deal, great. if the team wants to spend, but that tag doesn't work against any kind of running back negotiations.
Yeah. No, I agree. Well, one, I think Ryan Clark exposed something that was important on ESPN this morning, which is a lot of running backs, if any, aren't a part of the NFLPA. So you've already like screwed yourself in the collective bargaining agreement, right? You have no representation.
Yeah.
2, I think my Atlanta Falcons did the right thing. It kind of aligns with what you're saying, is they paid Bijan Robinson a lot of money up front.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, we can go ahead and just pay you a lot of money coming out of college. Then we have an option. Like, if you really become a superstar for us, then we could talk about giving you a bigger deal. Or, hey, we can let you hit the market and you don't have to complain to us about not getting a lot of money. So right. I like the idea of just pay them up front. Like, give them a lot of money coming out of college, because you're investing in the best 3 years of their career.
Totally. Yes.
And then they can go hit the market. And if another team, let's say the Colts need a running back, sure, we'll take Bijan out of Atlanta. We're willing to pay him on a 1 or 2 year. And yeah, as a league, there's no tags on the running back. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. I personally think that running backs need to negotiate those first 3 years of their career, because that's their career on average. Yeah, that's their career, right?
Because would you say they're the one position that depreciates? Well, no, yeah, that's actually a common thing.
It's not even.
Yeah, they depreciate quicker than any other position anyway. Yeah. So I'd rather pay you high and it just goes low over time.
Totally.
Whereas I know I could pay a quarterback a rookie contract as is, and then they go up there. Offensive linemen, I can pay higher as they go in career, but running backs, no. I'd rather pay a lot up front.
I would maybe throw linebackers into that equation too. Linebackers have pretty decently short shelf lives, right?
Yeah.
There's obviously the crazy outliers, but those dudes are human wrecking balls all of the time, and maybe even more so than running backs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Silent Patriot 1916. What happened to FCF? Did it not do another season this year? We are more than likely, and hopefully we will have a season 3 in 2024. We are working towards that. Same with Fan Controlled Hoops. We have some fan controlled partner sports coming up here very soon. Some announcements coming in the very near future. But yes, we did not put on a season 3 in 2023. Unfortunately, as we're building this company, we are working towards a lot of different things and a lot of ways path to profitability. And honestly, the XFL and the USFL really hurt us. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. It hurt.
Yeah.
They weren't super successful, and they took a lot of talent, and by them losing all the money, investors are having trouble seeing a lot of upside in professional football in the spring.
That's really what it is. That's like the best way to put it.
Yeah. Hey, BC Lion, what up? Foulmouth, Nova Scotia. Is that anywhere near the Cabot Cliffs golf course? I want to go there so bad. There's a golf course set up in Nova Scotia. It's called Cabot Cliffs, and the golf course looks unbelievable, Leighton. Right on the cliffs. It's called Cabot Cliffs. On that coast of Nova Scotia, very rugged, very weathery, So that Canadian summer, those long summer days, those short winter nights. Cabot Cliffs. Is it? Yeah, gorgeous. It's from the same guy that did Bandon Dunes. Okay, let's go. So let's make some bold predictions for the NFL season. Way too early predictions that may or may not come true, and just maybe gross overreactions or thoughts going into the season. I've got 3.
Right. Okay, I'm going to try to make them as ridiculous as possible. All right, cool.
Okay. All right. Silent Patriot 1916. What are your thoughts on running back issues going on in the NFL? RB speaking up. We just talked about that. Silent Patriot 1916. Patriots running backs just need to have better organization and better representation and better contract negotiation. Really and truly.
Yeah.
It just needs to change for that position. Honestly and truly. It's just basically says Lamar makes another MVP run. So does Kirk. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, then on the topic of MVP, I think Aaron Rodgers, this is crazy. Aaron Rodgers wins MVP first season as Jets quarterback. That's my outlandish prediction.
Damn. Yeah. All right, here's mine. Aaron Rodgers doesn't throw more than 10 touchdowns. That's my bold prediction. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt in like week 4, doesn't play week 4 through 10, tries to come back, gets picked a bunch, and the Jets definitely don't make the playoffs. I think Aaron Rodgers has a Russell Wilson-like season for the Jets with injury. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. My second bold prediction.
Wait, Leighton. Wait. OVO Ghost is going hard in the paint. All the AFC North teams make the playoffs. Hard in the paint.
I can't stand the AFC North.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
I can't.
Right, go ahead.
I can't. Bold prediction with literally the easiest schedule in the NFL. The Falcons get 10 wins, make it to the second round of the playoffs. That's my bold
second
prediction.
Round of the playoffs. You're out of your mind. Okay.
Yes, we're getting there.
Who is the quarterback?
You will learn his name. Okay. You will. Hold on. God dang. Whatever. You will learn his name. Okay. His name is Desmond Ridder. Okay. Just stick with us. Okay. Just stick with us. You will learn his name.
The Riddler has a better chance of throwing touchdowns in Atlanta than Desmond Ridder. All right. Let's see. A Silent Patriot 1916 says Broncos jump back into playoffs this season. It's a bold prediction. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Russell Wilson is who we thought he was.
No, this is it.
This is the end. But hey, everybody can. Okay, here's my second bold prediction. Leighton, are you ready?
Okay.
Second bold prediction. This year, there will be an 0-16 football team, a team that wins 0 football games. Mm-hmm. Can you guess who you think I will say is going to win 0 football games?
The Cardinals.
Thank you. The Cardinals go 0-16. You bet. You read my friggin' mind. It is unbelievable. Yes, the Cardinals will not win. Sorry, Freddie Airmail. 0-17.
0-17.
The first 0-17 game, 0-17 season ever. The Arizona Cardinals will not win a football game.
Yeah. I'm going to Cardinals. I'm bullish on that one. Yeah.
Okay. He likes it. He likes it. Thank you for the correction, Freddie.
My other bold prediction, I have the Detroit Lions winning their division.
Really? Lions taking the NFC North above the Packers? I think the Packers, Jordan Love might be a complete bust. We have no idea. I think the Vikings are going to be somewhere around 500. Yeah, okay. The Lions finally do it. I might counter that, Leighton, and say that Jared Goff might throw 20 touchdowns and the Lions
and still will win the division. I'm not debating the product on the field. What I'm saying is they will still find a way.
Yeah. Oh, authentically used in the chat. Hi, Rachel. Lay, you're glowing. Oh, are you expecting, Lay? You're just so sweet. It must have been all that Cops vanilla.
Yeah. It's a cheese curd, everybody. Cheese curd.
Okay, your third and final. That was your third bold prediction was the Lions winning their division. Okay. Yeah. Here is my third and final bold prediction. Now you think I'm going to go Steelers, but when you zig, I zag. Okay. I'm not going to make any bold Steelers predictions at all. I will not make any bold Steelers predictions, but I will say this. At the end of the season, the team with the best record in football will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm telling you this. Really? Put it on a pillow.
Okay.
Best record in football. We're going to go 14-3. We're going to take the AFC, get the bye. We're going to be better than the Chiefs. We're going to be better than the Bills. Boom. We're going to win our division going away.
I don't have y'all going to the Super Bowl at all. I do not.
Silent Patriot 1916. Derek Carr and the Saints 12-5. Take the division and go to the second round of the playoffs.
No, not at all. No.
Yep.
No. Yep. I have Derek Carr with a week 7 injury. Season's done.
Okay.
Anyway.
OVO goes saying it best. Stairway to 7. Let's go Steelers. Okay. We're from the town with the great football team. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Okay, here you go. All right, those are your bold predictions for the NFL season. God, I'm so excited. When is the Hall of Fame games in like 2 weeks?
Yeah, no, it's next Thursday. Is
it next Thursday?
Yeah, it's the Jets versus the Browns.
Oh.
Okay, here's my thing. I really hate that the Hall of Fame game is a preseason game. I wish it was a week 1 game.
Agreed.
Hands down. Hall of Fame should be week 1.
Yep.
And yeah, have the two teams play there and make the money, all that. But it being a preseason game really takes the flair out of it.
I think there needs to be more NFL games at college stadiums. I think the Steelers and Eagles every 4 years should play at Penn State and sell 116,000 seats to a game at Beaver Stadium. I think that the Titans and the Bengals should play at Tennessee Stadium in Knoxville and sell 110,000 seats. I think the Lions and the Bears should play at the Big House, or the Lions and the Browns should play at the Big House. Like, put some of those huge matchups.
Yeah,
that would be sick, right?
If the Falcons and the Saints alternated between UGA and LSU stadiums, that would go crazy.
Sick, right?
That would go crazy.
Yes. Yeah. Because, NFL stadiums are great and all, but they're corporatized for the fan experience to be more comfortable. Yeah. Whereas college stadiums are like, hey, students, sit on these metal bleachers and die.
Yeah. You know what I do want? This is, if we're calling this segment, your NFL Santa wish or whatever. I want a Super Bowl in the Rose Bowl again.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want a Super Bowl in Rose Bowl Stadium again.
Agreed.
That's my first wish.
Oh, here comes BC Lion. Welcome to Cabot, Cape Breton, located on over a mile of sandy beach along the coast of Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, and nestled between the Atlantic Ocean and the picturesque town of Inverness. Cabot Cape features 46 holes of exhilarating golf and one of the best resort experiences in Canada. With 2 acclaimed world top 100 courses, a 10-hole short course, 72 rooms of award-winning accommodation at Cabot Links Lodge, 19 upscale golf villas, 30 luxury homes, all for Josh Macuga. Bing, bong, bong. Doot, 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 doot. This is my dream. Just traveling the world, playing golf and writing and like making videos about golf courses. I wish I had thought of that in like 2009 when YouTube first started and I had a little bit of seed money and just traveled and made golf videos with my buddies. And it just became like the golf channel on YouTube. Now, because that's what like a lot of these influencers did. They started like 5 or 6 years ago. I just, hindsight 2020, Lay. Freddie Emerald says 46 is kind of a weird number for that. Yeah, well, that's the 10-hole short course. That's all par threes. That's the Leighton course. He just warms up a little bit, throws it at the par threes, doesn't need to get crazy. And then we go to the 18-hole courses. He puts 700 balls into the Atlantic Ocean, and then we go back to the bar and get drunk.
Were the Notre Dame bleachers wood, Freddie?
Oh, Notre Dame bleachers are hideous. They're old wood bleachers, and they're like this wide. They're like, it doesn't even fit fat people's butts. It's so skinny. Like, it hurts your butt. That's why everybody stands the whole games. The student section at Notre Dame is the most uncomfortable football experience I've ever had. And I've been lucky enough to go to a lot of football stadiums. Notre Dame is the worst. It's not even close. Freddie Emerald says, just don't be fat. Oh, I got a fat ass, Freddie. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Silent Patriot 1916 force you to stand up and cheer for your team. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Okay. Leighton, here we go. I'm gonna yell about golf with you for a second.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you know what I forgot to put in here was the Barb. Did we get a Barbenheimer? We got to talk about Barbie and Oppenheimer, but we'll get to that in a second. All right, here we go. Leighton, this weekend, live from Liverpool in England, where the Beatles are from. A man from Georgia, a man from the backwoods of Georgia by the name of Brian Harmon, 5'7", Leighton, a man after your own heart, does not hit the ball very far, but he took aggressive lines and aimed right. He made putts all weekend long. Now, Leighton, here's the funniest part of the whole tournament is the English fans were screaming at him. One guy said on Saturday after he bogeyed the 4th hole, he said, "Hey, Brian, he ain't got the stones for this." And that's when Brian Harmon took it upon himself to say that I do have the stones for this. I, Brian Harmon, the pride of some town outside Savannah, Georgia, who just loves to bow hunt and butcher his own meat, shoot elk and boar and wild deer and whatever kind of game may come into the purview of his compound bow, set it a 60-pound test. Maybe he takes out a Bengal tiger in the bayou with his bow and arrow. Nay, Brian Harmon, the Harmonator, Slade Jarman's brother, Brian Harmon, said Take this, English, you limey bastards. I'm going to win the Open Championship on your hallowed ground where you thought your boy Tommy Fleetwood or another Brit or perhaps a Euro would take the Open Championship. No, Brian Harman, lefty, weird swinging, little guy waggling, took the claret jug by 6 strokes, Leighton, 6 of them in rain and wind and weather and heckling. Brian Harman took it. And you know what he said when he got the claret jug? He says, well, before I go home, I'm going to have to pour a couple pints in this here trophy. To which we say, we signed the Declaration of Independence so Brian Harman, bald, lovely, could come over here and destroy all of you on your own soil at your own game. I'm Josh Macuga, and this is Yelling About Golf. Whew. Jay Spacely says it best. Golf triggers lays ADHD.
Haven't been officially diagnosed, but I think I'm there.
Oh, man. I will tell you what, for a man that goes to as much school as you do, Leighton, I do not think you have ADHD.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, if only you saw me in class. I found one of my notebooks from when I was younger, and there was a lot of doodles in that notebook.
Dude, my entire, whole 5-star Mead 5-star,
Ooh, yeah,
all
classic.
It's just all doodles, hundreds of pages of doodles. Yeah. Hey, Jigga Man Porter's in chat. Oh, my dude, the knight of DGen himself.
Yeah.
Speaking of DGen, I won $40 in DraftKings this weekend, but I also entered 75 lineups. It's a game of odds, you know?
Yeah, I understand.
So there's your Yelling About Golf. That was just for you, Leighton. Congratulations to Brian Harman, who more than likely will play on the Ryder Cup team. Leighton, do you know what the Ryder Cup is? If you were going to guess what the Ryder Cup is, do you know what that is?
I mean, I know it's a golf tournament.
It is a golf tournament. Do you know who plays in it?
No. I see the ads every year.
It's the United States versus Europe in a golf match that goes back to the early 1930s, 1920s.
That's pretty that's a flex. It's no, it's us versus all of you. What's up?
It used to just be Great Britain and Ireland, and we beat them so bad all the time that they're like, hey, can we add these other countries to?
Yeah, we need to play together.
Yeah, there's a really good guy in Germany and this really good guy in Spain. Could we invite them? And we're like, yeah, okay. And we haven't won on European soil since 1991. We're like, son of a bitch, it backfired. So Brian Harman could be on this Ryder Cup team. This is every 2 years, this is the biggest thing in golf. Everybody, you talk about it all year long. Who's going to play in the Ryder Cup team? We're going this year. It's the first time ever they're playing the Ryder Cup in Italy at Marco Simone Golf Club outside Rome. It could get weird.
So do you just go on the PGA's website every day and just check, where do you go to get all of your golf news?
Well, I listen to a podcast called No Laying Up, and then I listen to 6 other golf podcasts because I like to get. Okay. And then Golf Channel is always on in the background. So I watch a lot of Golf Channel, yeah. Which if you're a fan-controlled fan, you're going to want to stay tuned to the Golf Channel in the fall. Just say that straight up. Yeah. Freddie Airmail, if you went through some of my old notebooks from Notre Dame, you'd be able to tell when I started falling asleep while writing. Yeah, me too. So in college, I did a lot more partying. Yeah. So in college, I did a lot more partying than I did classing. And once you got to your major classes, they took attendance every day, and attendance was part of your grade. So if you didn't go to class, you weren't going to pass, right? You couldn't just cheat your way through tests and everything like that. So first day of class, they assign you a seat wherever you sit. The first day of class, that's your seat, and that's how we took roll because the seats never changed. So I'm obviously late to class, first day of class, and I got sat in the front row of the class. Oh. And it was only a 35-person class. It was not a big classroom. Okay. So about midway through the semester, it's probably end of October, right around Halloween. And I probably partied a little too hard during Halloween. And it was the first class I missed all semester. Right. And so the teacher says, I see this guy Macuga's not here. He's the one that's always falling asleep. Anybody know where he is?
Nice.
My buddy
At least
called
you knew.
Yeah. My buddy called me. He was like, yo, the professor just burned you. He's like, does anybody know where Macuga is? The guy who's always falling asleep. I was like, son of a. It's my bad. It's my bad. Yeah. All right, Leighton, this weekend. Hold on. Let me I think Jess made a Barbenheimer thing. And she did, and I forgot to download it. All right, Leighton, talk. Vamp.
Yeah. Okay. So here's I have a bone to pick. I don't know what bone I want to pick. I don't have anything to really talk to you all about.
Okay.
Other than my fantasy teams, every time I create a fantasy sports team, it's the Southside Lemon Peps, and we're back. Here we go.
The Southside Lemon Peps.
Yeah, that's my team.
I always used to have a lot of fun. Last year, I think I was like the Josh Allen wrenches. It's easy to make a good combo. Yeah. The Kenny Pickett fences. The George Pickens. I usually a Steeler name.
Okay.
Yeah. Something of that nature. All right, this weekend was the biggest weekend in movies of 2023, and it wasn't even close. The lead up to Barbie and Oppenheimer, all of the press going around Barbie. Every person that is an influencer thinks they're an influencer or wants to be an influencer. Their entire feed for the last week was just pink stuff. Yeah, it's just all Barbie stuff. So, Leighton, did you see either movie this weekend? What movie will you see first?
Oh, Oppenheimer.
Okay. Will you go this week?
Yeah. Okay. That's how I'm gonna celebrate finals. It's finals weeks, everybody.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna go see Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 hours. Now, is there apparently you want to see it in the IMAX special theater? Is there one in Atlanta?
There is, but I want to go to the dine-in theater one.
Oh,
where you get served food while watching. That's where I want to go.
That's where I always fall asleep.
3 hours? Yeah, we're gonna go.
Yeah. Well, my wife went to see Barbie, and she came home more excited than I've ever seen her from a movie. She said she couldn't say enough good things about Barbie, which my wife is kind of a tough critic. Really? It's hard to impress her when it comes to entertainment. I think that I will probably see Oppenheimer first as well, but I don't think I'm going to be able to go see either in a theater. Amanda asked me to go. She went with her mom and sister, so I watched the baby. For me to go to a theater alone to watch a movie, it's got to be something special. It's going to have to be like Bad Boys 4.
Really?
I going to a movie alone for me, because here's the thing: I'm going to spend the money. I'll get some popcorn and maybe get a soda, whatever. But I'll be asleep 40 minutes in, and it's not even close.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like a big matinee by yourself person.
Really? See, I think that's two types of people. There's either the people that can go alone or the people that don't. I mean, I fell asleep. I saw Endgame in the theaters 3 times for work. I went twice to a press screening and once to like an invite-only screening. I fell asleep all 3 times. I missed the middle of Endgame 3 times in a row.
The only movie I fell asleep to in theater was Star Wars 2: Clone Wars, and I was a kid.
Yeah,
and I still went back and watched the whole movie. Loved the movie, but other than that, no, I'm gonna stay up.
The Star Wars prequels get way too much hate, although I did fall asleep in Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, and Rise of the Sith. So
really,
yes. Or Revenge of the Sith. I fell asleep in all 3.
Oh,
I think that I'm probably more like if my QB rating, like my percentage completion as a quarterback, like my fall asleep percentage in theaters is probably somewhere around 75%. That's
a problem.
It's a problem.
You have to watch at home. Like you just have to.
Yeah, because I'll fall asleep and I got to rewind and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. No.
So Oppenheimer, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to have to wait for Oppenheimer to come and stream so that I can watch it and not fall asleep. 3 hours of a movie. Whew, that is a lot.
That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah.
It's
real rough. Yeah. Okay. Finally, Leighton.
Here.
I think we're done. I think that was
that was it. Wow.
Finally. Wait. Let me see. Did we go through the whole thing? Josh yells about golf. Washington Commanders. Oh, we didn't do the all name team. Why isn't
I got it right here.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's go through the all name team. Why isn't it?
All right. So you all are very much so familiar with the Key and Peele skit, and the player names. So this guy found all the craziest college football names, and here are some of them.
Hit it.
1, General Booty.
Now he's Oklahoma, right? He's a quarterback, or is he like a
quarterback?
Oklahoma. Listen, if your name is General Booty, you only have a few career options, right? One is a strip club DJ. Two
Mhm.
is like a SEC quarterback.
Yeah, and 3 OnlyFans.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really it. We all know Dakota's Crawford.
Yeah.
Fat Watts.
Now, is Fat a nickname? PHAT? Is that a nickname for something? Like Fat You?
Oh my gosh. Or Patrick.
Fat Trick? Yes. It's got to be something like that.
Parker Titsworth. He must have a really hard time shooting a shot.
That's tough.
Yeah.
He has
to get slapped a lot, right?
Yeah. Oh God. Good God.
Yeah.
Titsworth is really close to being like, hello, welcome to the Titsworth residence. Right? Like it's an old school name, and you have to respect them because they like own a small town. They're like, it's a Titsworth town. But fucking Titsworth, that's a tough one.
It sounds like a tier 2 club.
Yeah, it does.
All right, Tiger Shanks.
See, now that's Tiger Woods' enemy. That's his number one enemy. It's Tiger Shanks.
Yeah. Okay. Fish McWilliams.
Fish is kind of a sick first name. If you have the balls and if you have the cool factor to rock the name Fish as your first name, I think Fish you could actually pull off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Octavius Oxendine.
Now, that's a Spider-Man villain. That's a Spider-Man villain.
It just sounds like OxyClean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm J-May. Billy Mays here. ProxyClean.
Freddie jumped the gun on my list. Mobility.
Now, see, is that like, is Bility a family name, or is that like was it like a did the family change their name to Bility?
I wonder if it was like Belate at one point.
And
yeah.
Jay Spacey says Lee John Derry. Is that on your list?
No, this one's not, but this one is Dude Person. Oh, this is my favorite one. Dodge Saucer. It just sounds like a UFO. Like,
say that name again?
Dodge Saucer. It's like their new line of flying cars at this point. It's like
Dodge the Saucer. Dodge the Saucer.
You'll like this one. Shitta Shilla. SHITTA.
Yeah.
SHILLAH.
Now, is that like a religious name? Is that, you know what I mean? Is that something that is
probably? I don't know. I should look it up.
That is really tough. You got it. Vikes 198. That's fake. Nobody's last name is Muskrat. That's an animal.
Yeah. The whole animal.
Vikes 198 says, my girlfriend cheated on me with a guy named McNutt. True story. That's a tough look. Sorry, Vikes.
Keep that to yourself. Yeah, keep that one to yourself.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Last one, Rowdy Beers.
Now, that dude's a banger. Rowdy Beers just gets it. You know what I mean? He hasn't paid for a beer.
His brew,
yeah.
All right, this is actually my last one. Max von Maxberg.
That's a villain in a slapstick comedy whodunit movie. It's like Knives Out, but a comedy. That's Max von Maxberg. I heard there was a guy. I know the Coldest Crawford, and isn't there one that was called The Realist? Didn't I see The Realist in there?
Yeah, and there's another one whose little name is Kool-Aid.
His first name? No, it's JC. So he said General Booty at the top. General Booty definitely made the list.
Oh yeah. So did Storm Duck. All right, that's the last one. Storm Duck. Yeah.
I feel like people are using. I used to tell this joke on stage where you can name a band, like an indie band, anything you see in the room, and just put like 4 words together. You know what I mean? I feel like parents are doing that with names these days, and we really gotta think about these kids' future. Well, really, truly.
Well, they are. They're thinking pro athlete.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Remember HaHa Clinton Dix? That was I liked HaHa.
I mean, like no one's taking a physics, professor, and his name is Tiger Shanks or Parker
General Booty. Parker Titsworth better own a bank. He's not going to get hired to do much else. Unless he again, strip club DJ, you know, I mean, Titsworth
might as well start a strip club.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, this is Back to Work. Make sure if you're out there and you're naming children to think about their future, because it's important.
Or don't have kids.
It's like parents that name their kids Allison and they spell it like AELLYCEANE. Like, we're never going to be able to figure out how to spell it because Allison is already a name. It's ALLISON or ALISON. There's not many other spellings that we should really be tackling just to be creative, because you're going to ruin your kids' lives because nobody's ever going to be able to spell them ever.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. As somebody that has to call restaurants and be like, the last name is Macuga, can you spell that? Every time, literally every time. Macuga. I have to spell my last name. I just preemptively spell it for everybody. Macuga. Okay. If you have to tell somebody, if you have to spell your first name to somebody every time you do it because you sound like a doofus, you're really putting your kids behind the 8 ball. You are. Okay.
Bryson. Okay. That's good.
OVO. I'm naming my kid Bryson. If it's a boy, my wife won't know why until it's too late. Yeah. Well, Bryson, that's the only other spelling I've ever seen of Bryson before. And that's like sort of decent. Like, you could kind of infer Bryson from that. Okay.
Yeah.
But let's just say he spelled it BRIYACEANE. And they're like, it's pronounced
Oh,
Bryson.
you really pushed that one.
See? I can add letters wherever I want, Leighton. And that's what parents do these days.
That's like spelling your name JAHSCH. So, you know, it's Josh.
And the E silent.
With an E.
Josh. Yeah.
Or like Django. If it was like DG. Hey, I'm done.
Josh Macuga.
Josh Macuga.
I'm Josh Macuga, at Josh Macuga, across all social medias. Leighton, Batiste,
the
legend.
At Fan Control Lay on IG, Lay.Batiste on Twitter.
Good luck with your finals, my friend. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Freddie Airmail, Jay Spacely, OVO Ghost. Thanks to everybody for being awesome. Be kind out there. Be leaders. And we'll see you next time. Until then, just, you know what? It's time to really get back to work, okay? We can't be here all day. So stop doodling, Freddie, and get back to work. Thank you, fans, for watching Back to Work with Leighton Batiste and Josh Macuga on the fan-controlled sports and entertainment YouTube channel. If you liked this video, you can check out other videos right here. You can subscribe to the channel, tell all your friends, hit like buttons across all the videos, check out all of our shorts and live shows, and as always, power to the fans.